Hey Sailor Guardians, how's it going? My name is Sailor Snubs and this is my Sailor Moon YouTube channel. I recently picked up a few new products that were made by third parties and I wanted to share these with you because they are just so cool and so unique and so pretty. I know right now it's really hard to get items that are made by small businesses and crafters because of the recent tariffs and the de minimis exemption being removed. So here in the US, it's very hard to get these items, especially if they're made by makers overseas. It's unfortunate because I love supporting small businesses. So if a country has suspended their shipments using the less expensive option for shipments coming out of their country, then it makes it a lot harder for me as a consumer to be able to collect those items from these small businesses and support them. But luckily, these items did come in before those exemptions were removed, so I'm able to show you those now. Now, some of these were made in the US or they are available through makers that are here in the US. First, I did want to give a shout out to Moon Sierra. She has been working on and remodeling her closet to be a Sailor Moon closet. And if you want to see a really gorgeous closet inspo, then definitely check out her Instagram channel because she has developed the most beautiful closet I have ever seen. Her inspiration, a lot of it came from the Sailor Moon store, and a lot of my own also came from the Sailor Moon store, especially when it comes to things like using iridescent acrylic or using sparkly things here and there, or ombre rainbow attire like this table mat that I like to use for my top-down video camera. This was very much inspired by the Sailor Moon store. So there's a lot of that you can see here in my own collection room, and I love that. As soon as she started working on hers, I was like, I know where you got that inspiration, and it's beautiful. I just love her closet, it's so pretty. So this I had shown previously on my Instagram, but it's by a maker named Pearls and Arts. She has made some really gorgeous headphone stands, and I bought one of those years and years ago, and she's done a lot more since then. But this is actually a stand for proplicas. So I picked one of these up. They were only available for pre-order for a very short amount of time. They are transparent, so it's a lot easier to see this against a blank wall. It came in this box, so you can kind of see it there. But I'll set this up with my proplicas in my new proplica display and be able to show you what it looks like there. But I love how sparkly it is. I love the sparkles. I love the ginzuisho in the center. And I love the ribbons coming out, making it look like Sailor Moon is transforming. So this is the perfect setup for a proplica. But that was made by Pearls and Arts. I'll put their link down below so you can check out a lot of the headphone stands and other displays that they have available. Then I have a couple of tote bags. I also showed these off over on Instagram already, but these tote bags feature a whole bunch of really cute vintage doll advertisements from way back in the day. And I love how big these tote bags are. I also really wanted to point out how well made they are. These are, your simple tote bags made out of polyester, I want to say. But I noticed that when you hold these on your shoulder, these are sewn so that they lay flat, and that way they don't slip off of your shoulder, which is such a nice little addition. It's such a nice little feature that I don't see in a lot of tote bags. So I wanted to point that out because as soon as I opened these, I was like, that is one of those things that you don't see a lot of makers include when they're making something like a tote bag. This also has a little baggie here in case you want to fold it up and stuff it inside of there. And they're big. They're really big and deep. So very easy to use for going grocery shopping or going to the Sailor Moon store in Japan. You can put all your stuff in here. So I got 2 bags. These are from Jerome, JPH Collections over on Instagram. I will link his information down below so that you can check out all his other collection items too. Here's the second tote bag. And I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. I love the vintage Sailor Moon doll aesthetic on here. It's so, so cute. The last thing I wanted to show you here is from a maker over in, I want to say in Europe. These are actually headphone clips. So the way that these work is if you have a pair of headphones, which I do, I have some headphones that I use down in my studio and some that I take with me on the go. You can put these on your pair of headphones as little clip-on accessories for the 2 sides of your headphones. So I'll show you some B-roll so you can actually see what they look like when you put them on your headphones. But they basically get held on your headphones on the two sides. So you get 2 in a set, like so, and you can wear them on your headphones. These are handmade. Every single pair is handmade. They are made by a maker who goes by the name Sunsets and Stars over on Instagram, as well as a few other places, so very easy to find. And they do drops every single week. I don't believe they still have this version in stock, but they have some gorgeous, gorgeous Demon Hunter butterfly sets, like wing sets that are in stock, and they are so pretty. I would recommend being ready to go on their website right when the drop hits, because they're handmade. They can only sell a certain amount every single week. So the sooner you're on there, the better chance you have of being able to snag one of their drops. But again, this maker is in Europe, so keep in mind tariffs and duties and things of that nature. I'm not even sure if they're currently shipping to the US, but hopefully they are, because these are gorgeous. Just beautiful. I love these headphone clips so much. So that is everything that I wanted to show you today. Just a few items that I had gotten from makers over the last couple of weeks, and items that I really wanted to share here so that you know where to find some of these really cool and very creative items. I love being able to support makers, so whenever I see new products coming out and I'm like, ooh, I don't have that item yet, or ooh, I want to support them, then I can. So if you do have the ability to support small businesses, definitely check these out. I'll put the links down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more items that are fan made. I always love creating these Artist Alley style videos, and I'll see you next time. Matane!